Did you love the fact that you have a channel and you were enjoying it?
I still haven't listened to it yet.
Come on.
Damn.
No, but I'm going to though.
Get out of here.
No, seriously. I told Paul this week I'm gonna listen to it. Nah, it's dope, bro. It's like it's a way to I don't know, man. I feel like it's very, you know what I'm saying? Word.
All right.
Do you know that you opened the doors for like L Cool J, like, you know, these like Drake Radio, like, you got OVO Radio, you got Rock the Bells. Like, we started like this revolution of like all these new channels that's popping right now.
I think we were, if not the first, one of the first artist-based stations. Certainly, I think the first rapper-based station. But you know, when we had the opportunity, it to me it was clear what we needed to do, and that was make something that didn't sound like everything else, right? So we had to be different than terrestrial radio. So we didn't want to make, you know, the same playlists and play the same records that they did. So, you know, we shine a light on the stuff that we like and the stuff that maybe doesn't get as much exposure other places. But mostly, we try to be really, really early on things too. So by the time, like, you know, if there's a hit that's playing, you know, on one of the other FM stations, sometimes we're already off it. Like we're done with it and we moved on to something else.
And when we started this station, we also just planned to play my records. Right? So now that it's branched out into other shit, I'm kind of not digging that. I thought Paul told me, we can have this channel and it'll just play your music 24/7. And that's why I agreed to do it. And then all of a sudden it changed, and now I don't know what happened, but it's too late now, right, Paul?
Yeah, so we could get exposure for, you know, people like West Side Boogie, and we were real early on, I think Dave East, right?
Yep, Wiz Khalifa, Action Bronson. I mean, you were first, you know, in the beginnings of Kendrick Lamar's career, TDE. I mean, you guys, you know, you gave a lot of artists shots that they probably wouldn't get from regular radio.
Yeah, I mean, that's an amazing thing, because those are all great artists, and, you know, to be able to give them a platform is
it's a dope
incredible
way to be able to give back to the culture that made us.
Unlike anything else on the air, for sure.
It's very rooted.
I got a question for M. With all these amazing hosts and all this exclusive music and different genres, you know, all these
UFOs in different area codes.
He's determined to ruin this.
Did you use the channel when you're hearing all this new music? Was that like a learning process for you, Eminem?
There's a lot of shit that we do on our station that I find out about from our station. Like, in other words,
like discovering music and stuff like that.
Discovering music, new shit. I'll listen to it and be like, "Oh, what the fuck was that?" And then I can call Paul and be like, "Yo."
Yeah, and a lot of it is because the freedom that we give the DJs. There's no playlists, right?
Fire.
You just have to be within the genre and play the kind of stuff that you know that our audience wants to hear. So I discover stuff like that. He calls me all the time. He'll say like, "I heard, you know, such and such record. What was that?" And I mean, that's amazing.
Or somebody was rapping on Sway in the morning, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like the
freestyles,
the
right?
freestyle, the freestyle shit, like all that kind of shit. Like,
it's been amazing.
Did it change like one of your writing days because you heard somebody amazing? You're like, "Oh my god, I gotta."
Yeah, he'll call me and be like, "Oh, can't use that song. Somebody got my bars."
That shit happens all the time.
Damn.
Like, bro, every time, every punchline you can think of, every set of any wordplay, anything has already been done. Like every time I listen to a new rapper that's like, I don't know, so a lot of the rappers that are already out now, but also like some of the up and comers, like I'll be like, "Oh shit." I don't care if I don't, like, if this is the first time I heard of somebody, if they say the same kind of punchline like I had, I'm like, well, scratch that one out my book.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he goes in that kind of detail. Just if he's heard somebody say it and they haven't heard his song, he'll make changes.
Yep. Where is that M Bible at? Where do you hide this book in your house?
I have several books actually. Like I have fucking stacks and stacks of books. I remember who told me, I think it was Alchemist told me this crazy story about KRS-One, and that he came into the studio with like a bag full of books And I was like, yo, that's so crazy. This is 20 years ago. He told me this story. He was like, yo, you should have seen KRS-One was like, and he was just picking up a book and like reading raps off the paper. And I was like, how the fuck does he have that many books? Now I have that many books.
Wow. You got to have a career long enough to have that many books, right?
Yeah, because now I save every book. I used to not. I used to just take a piece of paper if it was just sitting there on the table and just write on it, stick it in my pocket. Now I keep them in books. So I got fucking bags full of books now, like KRS-One probably has. Now KRS-One probably has twice as many books than I have because he had twice as many back then.
Right. Do you think you and KRS-One might ever trade books?
Uh-oh.
That'd be great.
That'd be incredible, right?
Yeah.
We should find out. Just one for one, so you can see what his looks like, and we can see what he can see what yours looks like. Pause.
No one will ever understand what is in my book because it's just scribble scrabble, like fucking, like you don't even know, nothing's really connected. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just me writing the thought down as soon as I get it so I don't forget it. So it just looks like a bunch of fucking scribble scrabble.
He's not lying. It's like chicken scratch. I mean, you can see some of it. We put out a book a while back called The Way I Am, and it had a lot of his lyric pages in there. And
I don't know why I did that. I should have never did that.
No, it's incredible. They're like works of art. They're super interesting to look at. But you can go and look at them and see what he's talking about, and it's just these sort of amazing. It almost looks like Beautiful Mind, the way that it's all like chaotic and it's like organized chaos.
Yeah, because I know where it's at on the paper, and I remember, and I can't memorize everything I write, but I'll remember if it's 6 books ago that I was writing in. I'll remember which side of the page this little rhyme scheme was that I was working on one day. Because sometimes I'll make rhyme schemes and I'll be like, I'll never use it. And then sometimes I'll be like, oh shit, a couple years ago, I remember this thing I was thinking of, oh, let me go find that. So then I got to go back like 5 books and it takes like a half a day to go back and remember what the fuck I was talking about on that day. But I'll be like, I remember I had something that was, oh shit, I could use that. But it's really hard to find. So and when you're going through the book, there's like fucking spaghetti stain on it on the page, like eating spaghetti, fucking mom spaghetti.
There you go.
Not to plug, like fucking yogurt stain.
He eats a lot of yogurt.
I see.
He got mad at me because I took one of his yogurts.